So much chocolate, so little time. Now joining us now is Barry Johnson, who's the principal chocolatier at Rococo Chocolate. And you know, I love the tagline, once bitten, truly smitten.
That's
fabulous.
Correct, yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, Chantal Cody's our founder, and her background's in art and design, and that's her tagline. She wanted to bring real chocolate to London back in 1983, so it's our 30th anniversary this year.
Oh wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
I also understand that Chantal wants to bring the fun back in chocolate. What does she mean by that, the fun?
Lots of our products have got a fun element to them, so we like to try and design things with a little bit of spark and something a little bit different. So our special Christmas selection of products, lollipops. So the Christmas tree the Christmas tree is flavoured with silver pine. So just to really, give something a little bit different.
Yeah. And now you did a demonstration today. How did that go?
We did very well, yeah. One of our winter range of chocolates from our couture range, a mandarin and tonka bean caramel. Would you like to try one?
I will do, yes, why not? Maybe once smitten, I will be true.
So it's this one on the end here.
Yeah. Which one's this one?
So this is the mandarin and tonka bean caramel.
Okay. I'm moving on.
You're moving on. Then
And
we've
this
also got a calamansi lime caramel. So
What lime, sorry?
Calamansi lime.
What's
so
calamansi?
From the Philippines, a very small lime, lemony, orangey and lime flavours, but all in one citrus fruit.
I like that one the best.
Very
so far.
fresh.
I like the tang in that one.
Yeah, it's really tangy. It just cuts through the sweetness of the caramel, gives you a really nice, pleasant flavour.
And this one?
And this one, the last caramel, it's passion fruit and rosemary.
After me.
There we go. That one's a little bit more liquid.
Oh wow. Gorgeous.
But just you get the rosemary at the end, should just be coming through. So they're all part of our couture collection of chocolates, all made with a short shelf life, made fresh every week, and that's the counter we've got behind us with them all on display.
And when they're made fresh and a short shelf life, how long does it last? Because I mean, there's no preservatives in there?
There's no preservatives, so in the caramel is just sugar, a little bit of glucose, fruit purees, the herbs, fresh herbs. So yeah, 3 to 4 weeks.
So I'm just thinking, I mean, the chocolate's got to go fast, doesn't it? So if it doesn't go fast, what happens? You guys just eat them?
Try not to.
And how many recipes do you have in the collection?
In the couture collection, there's about 40 different recipes, and then there's lots of different seasonal ones which we change every year. Products in total, we've got about 300 to 400 different products that we produce.
Wow. And I understand that Chantal, the founder's favourite, is basil and Persian lime.
That's correct, yeah.
Great
so that's
combination.
one of our artisan bars.
Yeah.
Also now just available in a little bee bar, so a 20-gram handbag-sized tasting bar.
Okay. And what's your favourite?
My favourite from the couture collection, probably the calamansi lime caramel. That's one that I've developed over the last couple of years, and has done very well and won multiple awards at the Academy of Chocolate Awards and the International Chocolate Awards as well.
I'm glad you mentioned awards, because when I went on the website, the awards list goes on and on and on. And recently you won the Chocolate Awards 2013 for European Gold.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is there one particular award that's dear to your heart, and you can tell us why?
I think the Academy of Chocolate Awards and the International Chocolate Awards, for me, any product that we ever enter is the product that we sell to the public. So we don't change the recipes. The recipes are as they are, true recipes, and they're what we put in. My probably most proud competition is a very recent one. I've just been named, I just won the UK Pastry Open Championships.
Congratulations.
Thank you, and was made team captain for the European Cup.
Wow.
Which is in January in Geneva.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, very exciting.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And here we are talking about chocolate, but you obviously still deal with the pastry
chef
well.
as well, yeah.
Yes, understandably. Wow. I know that there's a farm in Grenada. Yes? What's your connection with Grenada?
So Chantal got sent some chocolate from the Grenada Chocolate Company, landed on her desk a good few years ago now, and was asked to kind of judge the chocolate and see what she thought of it. thought it had got amazing potential. It wasn't quite there, but the flavour was amazing. So after tasting the chocolate, she was then invited to actually go to Grenada and meet Mott. Very sadly passed away earlier this year. But in his memory, and we still use a couple of tons of Grenada chocolate every year. So it's in all of our house blend, and it goes into some of our couture range as well. So it's really important. I'm actually going out in February to Grenada to help train their chocolatiers in producing a range of bonbon chocolates that they sell in the little bonbon shop that they've got there as well.
Okay. And Rococo Chocolate has also, it's got a chocolate school, hasn't it?
That's correct.
Yeah, tell us about that.
So at our Mottcombe Street shop in Knightsbridge, we've got a dedicated small kitchen in the basement, which all of our customers can see into because it's all glass.
Yeah.
And we do lots of different classes, from basic tastings and understanding of chocolate, where chocolate grows, how it's produced, right through to master classes that I teach. And they're really in-depth, kind of 3-hour classes on either how to temper chocolate, so how to melt the chocolate and work with it to get the correct crystal alignment, and then what you can do with it afterwards. So we make some bars, some wafers, which is one of our classic products. Well, there's another truffle class, so we teach you how to make chocolate truffles and the ganache filling of lots of our different chocolates.
I can imagine by the end of the class, chocolate's all eaten. There's none to take home.
Oh no, everyone gets a really good goodie bag at the end as well. So whatever they've made in the class, they get to take home, and we normally throw in some extra chocolate as well.
Brilliant. Barry, thank you so much. Now I'm just going to continue eating and finishing off the rest of this chocolate. Merry Christmas, Barry.
Pleasure. Merry
and
Christmas
all the
to
best
you
for the
too.
competition in January.
Thank you very much.
Both Paul A. Young and Barry Johnson started their careers as pastry chefs. And just when I thought there was a pattern, Anish Poppet throws a spanner in the works. I'm now joined by Anish Poppet, whose background is not quite what you might expect from a chocolatier. Anish, thank you so much for joining us on Culture Vultures.
Thank you.
And now, I mentioned your background. You've got to tell our viewers how it all started for you.
Okay, well, I did a maths degree at Nottingham for 3 years, and then I went to India to study philosophy. And I was going to go into banking, so we had a class on economics and philosophy in India, and that particularly struck me. And the teacher said, you only earn money to pay for your bills and to be happy. So why spend all day being unhappy, earning loads of money, to then spend it to be happy, earn less, enough to pay your bills, but be happy doing what you do? So I said, what do I love? I love chocolate. So I thought, let me give my life up for it, and I set up the chocolatier, making experimental flavours, in an exciting way, with water instead of cream and butter.
Okay. So was it when you came back from India, that's when you said, right, you're going to go for this chocolate world?
Well, in India, I've always had this thing, I wanted to go into the food world, and India kind of solidified it. Got back, and probably within a couple of months, chocolatier was up and running.
Do you know what interests me about chocolatiers? I've interviewed quite a few at this festival today. Now, you're all slim. None of you seem to have a weight problem. So are you not eating your own chocolate?
It's a true fact. I used to be 15 stones.
Wow.
I'm now about 9, 10, something like that. Well, chocolate's good for you. It originates from a tree, and at some point we're doing something wrong with it, right, to give it the reputation it has. So we're looking back at that, we're taking the cream butter out, and we're using water instead, so you get a much cleaner finish on the palate, and it lets you appreciate the finer notes in high quality chocolate. Accidentally, half the calories as well. So our salted caramel, have 2 of those, and you'll still be a couple of calories short of an apple. So we're telling people in January, if you're dieting, don't eat apples because you'll put on weight. Eat caramel.
Eating more chocolate,
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great thing. Now, you've only been a chocolatier for 2 years, but you seem to be so knowledgeable about this. Were you learning your craft way before you actually set foot into the world?
Yeah, I pretty much spend every single minute of my day, trying to learn more and more about food in general. Chocolate's been a specific obsession of mine probably of the last 5 or 6 years. So in the last 2 years I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning more and more. I'm meeting new producers, new artisan bean-to-bar manufacturers, and making some really exquisite base ingredients for me to then use in my products.
And your products are so pretty.
Thank
Where's
you.
your inspiration come from?
I was terrible at art, so I have no idea why they look pretty. I think you eat with your eyes. I mean, in India we eat with our hands, and we get all our senses into the food. So I really wanted to do eyes and your taste buds to get the entire journey. So aesthetic was really quite an important element for me.
And how many recipes do you have, and what's your most interesting one?
Oh gosh, I have On my website right now, I have something like 90 products, and I've got about 40, 50 that aren't even on there. I'm quite seasonal, so every couple of months we'll change the menu. Right now we've got mince pie infused ganache, which is at one Michelin L'Autre Pied. We also did a beetroot, Cabernet Sauvignon vinegar and hazelnut chocolate for them. One of the ones we're really known for, wacky one, is baked bean truffle. It sounds weird, but it works. On a molecular level, tomatoes and white chocolate share a flavour chemistry, if you like. They have the same sort of makeup, so it works really well together. So as weird as it may sound, the flavours really do work.
Baked beans with truffle?
That's right, tomato puree,
Yes.
haricot beans and white chocolate.
Where do you figure out what the combinations for your chocolate? Because, you know,
Yeah.
who would have thought about that, baked beans with truffle?
Well, I didn't actually see baked beans, I think, go into chocolate. I looked at the aroma chemistry of a tomato and I compared it to white chocolate, and there was quite a lot of similarity. So I knew they'd work well together. And the haricot bean was something I later then introduced because it works well with tomato, but it's not that intense in flavour. So tomato, haricot bean, nation's favourite baked beans. I said, I've got to do it. So we normally start with the science, the theory.
Yes.
We know it's going to work, then it's about how to balance it, like the beetroot and Cabernet Sauvignon vinegar. How do we get this acidity to come through, the depth of flavour from the beetroot? You know, so it's all about balance once you know the theoretically the science part works.
The chemical balance,
Exactly.
as you said.
Yes.
And how often do you introduce new products to your recipe?
Oh, every other day.
Wow. Is that just your thought process, or you get people actually also
Yeah.
advising?
Yeah, we ask our customers all the time, what do you want to see? We're already starting to think about Valentine's, and then even for spring. So already planned for spring, we've got a range of mints. So peppermint, spearmint, garden mint. They'll taste distinctly different from just a mint chocolate. You can taste different mints. A daffodil infused chocolate, even a fresh green grass. Just yesterday I did a demonstration with a fir tree infused white chocolate custard.
Okay.
So we can, I'll be walking around thinking, oh, that'd be great to put in chocolate. And I'll look at the science. If it matches up, then we'll do it.
Okay, you've got another demonstration today as well, haven't you?
That's right, yes.
Yeah, so what would you be showing later
I'm
on?
going to be doing a mince pie infused white chocolate ganache with a cherry compote, caramelized pistachios, and a gingerbread sablé.
Oh my, to die for. You know, I love your tagline, a niche from a niche.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Super.
Thank you.
I love that a lot. Thank you so much for joining us on Culture Vultures, and Merry Christmas to you, Anish.
Merry Christmas to you.
That's all we have time for at the Chocolate Festival on Culture Vultures. But let me tell you, I've had such a superb day. Ate loads of chocolate. I don't feel guilty because, as Anish said, chocolate is good for you. Have a great day.